Thanks, everybody. This is speech analytics. You may be familiar with this, and we have a lot of functionality and many, many great data outcomes. The challenge really, it tends to take time to build categories, listen to calls. We eliminate all that with Genie. I see that customer churn is bubbling up here, and I can go through my typical analyze, build categories, listen to calls, but I'm going to invoke the Genie bot. Genie appears immediately and takes these accurately transcribed churn calls and sends them to the best LLM that was tuned for this capability. It comes back with a bunch of insights like the summary of the calls, the sentiment breakdown, and that's great. But it also even anticipates the next step. What would a good analyst ask? It would ask, what are the top reasons for customer churn? I'm going to ask that. And what's going to happen now, it's going to reanalyze these calls and figure out, basically subcategorize the churn. Rather than me building a whole set of categories now, this does it automatically for me and even quantifies the rate. Price increases the number one reason for customer churn. It's in 45% of the call. That's huge. But you might ask, well, how do I know this is true? This is generative AI? Is this hallucination? Well, it comes back with quotes from these calls, where it got this data. And I can click on those and pull up the call, and it brings me to the right call in the right spot in the call. Within a second, I can validate that this is no hallucination. This is valid. Because we're giving it the right data, because these are accurately transcribed, it's much, much less likely to hallucinate. We see extremely rare situation, and if it can't bring a quote, it'll say it can't answer the question. I can go to another one, and at this point, I'm noticing I even have the desktop analytics here showing me that the agents are talking about churn, but not really trying to retain the customer. So I'm going to ask that. I can ask anything I want. It's as easy as that. There's no learning curve. Are agents trying to avoid customer churn? And I'll execute that. It's going to analyze the calls, figure out that in very few cases, agents are highlighting the benefits of staying with a company. So we have our top agents that are managing to retain churn by highlighting the best script, but most agents are not following that and are just kind of processing the cancellation. So I'm thinking, hey, can we learn from our best agents of how to retain customers? Let's ask Genie. Can you suggest a script to help retain customers? I'm going to execute that, and it comes back with 4 key bullet points that the best agents, my best agents that are best at retaining customers, are actually using to save customers. Like, this is an exclusive program that you have peace of mind. This is insurance. So maybe you can get a better deal, a better price, but you're going to be, is the company going to be there? The high customer service ratings, the long-standing reputation. These are key points I want all my agents to be making. Unfortunately, it seems like they're not. But what I could do is I could turn these immediately tomorrow into our coaching bot and provide these in real time. Before I do that, I'm going to share this with my executive team. And typically I would spend hours or days building a PowerPoint presentation, but I can have the meeting right now because I'm ready. I have my PowerPoint, I have my insights, I have the top reasons for churn. I have this issue about agents, the best agents retaining customers, and the key points for a script that we can apply today and start saving customers tomorrow. And in fact, we ran this for one of our recent deployments, and churn was the key issue. And they identified over $6 million in annual customer retention just by the insights generated by Genie within hours. So what it would mean to you to save, let's say, double your customer churn retention rate, or for that matter, increasing your sales conversion rates, or even reducing your handle time by 60 seconds a call. If you could have all your agents perform like your best agents, what would that mean? Let's quantify that, and you'll see that this generates well over 10x ROI, and it does it in days or weeks. So that's it. How long did that take me?